Hi, Nikhil. How are you doing?
I'm great, Vishal. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Great, wonderful. Thank you so much for
Mhm.
coming on this exclusive interview. so,
Absolutely.
for everyone's benefit, guys, let me just tell you that Nikhil is someone who has really worked with me, and then he was able to go through the 21-day grooming challenge successfully, and he completed it nicely. And before I just go on and ask something, Nikhil, why don't you just quickly introduce yourself?
Sure, glad to, Vishal. My name is Nikhil Prabhu. I'm 45 and currently working from home in Bangalore. I studied engineering and then went to the US for higher studies. Then shifted to IT and worked there for a while. And then I have returned to India and so yeah, that's basically it. So just working in with IT right now, and I just landed a new job, so I've been a little busy with that. So
Right, right. Thank you so much, Nikhil. Just now wanted to understand that exactly what did make you to think about joining something of this sort, which is 21 days grooming challenge.
sure. So actually, when I signed on, I didn't get my new job yet, and the WhatsApp message was about confidence and interviewing. So I thought, I could take all the additional help I need. Um, since I'm not, since I don't have a niche area in my experience, so I needed to work on my soft skills more, to get me through the initial steps. So that's why I signed up. And also, like, once you have this skill, that's like frankly half the battle.
Yeah,
Having confidence, believing yourself, learning how to sell yourself and sell your
absolutely.
experience. So practically, anything is achievable. So I really wanted to get the foundations in place. So that's why, I signed up.
Great, wonderful. Nikhil, by the way, what do you understand by the word grooming? Let's say before you entered into this challenge and after you entered into this challenge, I mean,
Mhm.
what was kind of the mind frame you had that grooming to you means this when you joined? I mean,
Mhm.
before you joined, and once you jumped into this, then after that, what was the meaning for you grooming? And now probably you can also relate to it because you have gone through the challenge. What exactly it means to you now?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, my understanding was as I had envisioned it, because it's like version 1 to version 0 to version 1 or 1 to 2. It's basically you have to turn a new leaf, shed your old skin, um,
Yeah,
and kind of like be more self actualized and work on your strengths and basically exploit your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Um, so as for me, there are several things I needed to work on. Um, like one, for example, is like negative trains of thought. Then not believing in yourself.
true,
So these are like basically these are like fundamental roadblocks which will not allow you to basically reach your goals. So these need to be worked on and basically removed. These obstacles need to be removed. um,
true.
and so basically we have been given tools in the course in order to facilitate that. So um, yep. So
So, Nikhil, as you said, and you talked about that, it is, of course, to do a lot with the belief and to do a
mhm.
lot with that to figure out that what weaknesses probably one has and then how they can overcome those weaknesses. But are you able to just relate this with when somebody, as a new person, comes on and looks into, let's say, a new webinar or a new masterclass,
Mhm.
that, why this program is named as a grooming challenge? And now we are talking
Okay.
about weaknesses, we are talking about strengths, we are talking about belief, we are talking about confidence. So can you
Mhm.
just connect the dots for me to understand that how did you relate to it?
Um, well, yes. So it's so basically it's several things go into it to to basically groom a person. It's like internal as well as external. So from right from your tone, your like the language you use, and the words you choose. They all should be uplifting and positive. And that's the best way to get your message across. And also with your appearance, like your hair, like your facial hair, and whether you're shaved and all that. And with your clothes also, it should be well fitted, and like color coordination, right
True.
down to your shoes and socks. So all the, like, I've myself noticed the difference, when you dress like frumpy, or like it's like not well fitting.
True.
And I went to for lunch, for example, and the other time when I dressed well, then they were asking whether, like, I've come to buy the franchise over there. So it's it makes well, I just come for lunch actually. So it makes the world of a difference.
True.
So it's all a package, basically. And and like, if you work on each one of these, like, little by little, of course, like, overnight, there's no magic pill. So you have to have piecemeal changes. And as you do it, day by day, in a week or two, maybe you'll see some changes, and actual changes you'll see maybe, in 2 3 months. So that was one of the assignments we had to do to see the change in ourselves. And also uh, it it's basically no, main thing is, it's you have you need to like crystallize what we what we need to do, actually. And the best way is to finish the assignments. And it has to be a concerted effort, like, it has to be a daily ritual. So all this, we never have, like, I never had all this structure and knowledge before. So um, it's like, of course, now you have the internet. Anybody can just go and frankly, if you're like really determined and focused, you can do it. But not everyone is like that, and we need a
True.
mentor and a coach. um, and that's why he stepped in and gave us the direction and leadership. Um, so so that's so it's we have to work together as a team. Like, some people, especially for myself, I'm good at taking instructions and following a plan, following a roadmap. So it's not possible to, very few people can actually just go at it alone. So
Correct.
you need a hand, you need a helping hand to lead the way.
True, true. And I hope that Nikhil, the helping hand you got in this challenge, which is of course me, was,
Mhm.
like a right helping hand, and you could just figure out certain things in your one-to-one calls also. By the way, in fact, before the 21-day grooming challenge started, you were into a discovery call with me. How was the
Mhm.
experience
Yes.
in those discovery calls?
Yes. Yeah. What I wanted to say was, actually, the one-on-ones are particularly helpful, because like, since each individual is different, and they have their own issues. Like, one-on-one is the most powerful tool in this package. That it's like, usually everybody just attends webinars, and or Zoom calls, like, with like 100 people. And
True.
There's no like one for all solution. So this is extremely powerful. um, and you really need somebody like to to interact with you, and um, to figure out what exactly is are the issues you need to deal with. So that can only be done on a one-to-one call. So I feel that that is one of the biggest selling points here. Like that's most very powerful actually.
Superb. Thank you, Nikhil Prabhu. I think just tell me that 21-day
Mhm.
challenge,
Mhm.
before 21-day grooming challenge and after 21-day grooming challenge. What is the change in Nikhil Prabhu?
Okay, yes. So yes, for one, I've certainly become I've become more positive, and I've kind of before I started, I didn't believe in myself, like, oh, it's not possible. I can't really live the life that I want. But working on these assignments, frankly, I've not. Unfortunately, I've been started the new job, so I've not um, put in as much time as I would like to have. But it's a start, and I'll continuously get back to it, and keep doing it. And a few things I'm doing daily. So it's like you can't teach a old dog new tricks, so it takes some time, so for habits to change. So at least I've been doing the affirmations and meditation. um, and and so that certainly, the thing is, like, actually your subconscious like controls most of your
Everything. Absolutely.
your how your life will go, kind of. So that's what's like internally talking to you. So the more you do these restorative techniques like meditation and affirmations,
True.
I'm feeling that I'm like, why not, like, I can actually accomplish my dream life.
True.
So that's a huge like paradigm shift. And if you don't have that, like you know basically, like when you go to bed, like if you don't have that, like that, you can do it, then it's not possible without that thought, like having that belief. So
True.
and and the thing is, I don't know the exact number, but human beings, we go through like maybe like some 50,000 thoughts a day. So
True.
we have to get rid of all that superfluous nonsense stuff, and
Snap.
only focus on only focus on what is important to get you to the next level. And that
Exactly.
was what, with these assignments, it's very powerful, that to train your mind, train your thoughts to only focus on these things, and get rid of all the extraneous stuff. So again, it's a work in progress, but I'm slowly implementing, like making small steps towards
True.
it. So
Wow.
um,
I think
yeah.
well said, Nikhil. I think this actually makes it clear that how this grooming challenge actually helped you. And in fact, Nikhil Prabhu, before grooming challenge and after grooming challenge, definitely, if I have to summarize, is that, probably you got the things in structure, you got the routine going for you. You could also
Mhm.
understand certain nitty-gritties, which is like how to do a self-talk, how to remain always calm and
Mhm.
composed if you are regularly doing your meditations, right? And then in
Correct.
fact, Nikhil, I think you joined a little late, but there was a fitness challenge also which you
Correct.
became a
Correct.
part of, and that can also help someone who wants to crack some of the things, like they're not able to do a follow a routine on fitness. So
Hmm.
there are certain hacks which were discussed, right, Nikhil, if you remember.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
in fact,
Okay.
these are the things which can make you a complete personality. And I wanted to connect the dots, what Nikhil said, that it is all about mind, body, and soul. When all three are being worked upon, then only we can call that somebody is becoming actually a well-groomed personality, and maybe,
Mhm.
going forward, a personal brand also, right? Uh,
Absolutely, yes.
yeah. And Nikhil, in fact, I want to say it with you together that can we just say that we are proud groom stars?
Okay.
Yeah,
two,
one,
right now.
two, and three. We
Okay,
are
we are proud groom
proud
stars.
groom stars.
Groom
Yes,
stars.
right.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Nikhil. Anything last you want to share with the audience which you feel that is important, and you like to recommend anyone to come and join this challenge? Because this is
Mm,
important. When once you feel some change in your personality, and when you feel that
mhm.
this is gonna be a long lasting change, then only you will say and recommend to people that this is something which one should definitely go on and try.
Yes, yes. So one of the common thread, I felt in our group was, or I think it's with almost everybody like interacting in some WhatsApp chats and all that. Um, it's like a lot of us like don't really know our passion. So it's so it's um, so it's having these rituals like it it will help like again like crystallizing your thoughts, and as as you grow within yourself, you yourself start figuring out more things.
True.
um, if you don't know your passion, at least you know like the things you don't like, so at least that you can get out of the way, and then just work on the things you like, and develop something out of that. So I would say like certainly join the challenge, and just because it's 21 days, that doesn't mean it stops there. It's a lifelong thing. So
True.
what you have to do is take the learnings from this 21 days and apply it to the rest of your life, and you can't go wrong. Like you have to be very religious in following in following the instruction, and absolutely it's very very important to write down your thoughts, to revisit your actions, your feelings, your intentions, like each and every day. Like that's the only way you can find out how you've really grown. As for personally for me, I never write down stuff, and I can honestly say that's probably the main thing which is stopping me from growing. Like because
Yeah.
you need something concrete. Without like just visualizing in your mind. Okay, like that'll help to a certain extent, but you have to have it in the ether. You have to have it in the
Exactly.
physical. See the roadmap. Always have a vision map, and so that you can always when you wake up it's there, or when you go to bed it's there. So
Always.
because for example, my if I can just give a example, my cousin, he was not very good in studies, but he just put a sign like I can get into IIT, I must get into IIT, and I will get into IIT. And and he just squeezed in like 20 years back. And he worked hard, and like I always
Made it.
remember, but I never followed that. But I think now it's you know um,
High time.
it's late, but it's never too late. At least like you
True.
realize, and you
Yeah.
course correct. So you know as- so yeah, thank
Exactly.
you very much.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. Great. So this is what we wanted to discuss today. And in fact, thank you so much, Nikhil, for coming in this exclusive interview. And Nikhil Prabhu is one of the great proud mentees I have, because I felt that Nikhil was able to actually fulfill all those things, starting from taking on the first discovery call and going in throughout the challenge, and properly working on things as the way the program is being designed. And with this, we would
Mm-hmm.
like to say bye bye to all of you, because this is something which is like a continuous process, right? We are not stopping, we're not going to stop anywhere, it's going to continue like anything. But the most important thing is that you go to have that realization that how important grooming is for
Mm.
you, right? Thank you so much, Nikhil.
Yes,
It was
yes.
proud having you today, and wonderful. Great.
Yeah. Yes, Vishal, yeah, thank you very
Thank you.
much for the opportunity and your coaching and mentorship. So it will
Yes. Thank you so much.
go a long way towards helping all of us reach the next level. So
Thank you. Thank you, Nikhil.
thank
Thank
you
you
very
so
much.
much. Pleasure.
Okay, bye bye. Bye.